Thank you. Good morning. So I was driving down War Memorial and I saw that the lottery, the Powerball, is up to $343 million, right? So I bought a couple tickets. They say that you don't get an education for the money, so I got to make it somewhere else, right? So this has a value to me. It's not the numbers that are on the page. It's not the $2 that I spent. Well, I spent a little more on this one, just hoping. um, it's more than that. It's more than realizing that this can change your life forever. $343 million. What could I do with $343 million? I could buy a boat. I could buy a mansion. I could retire early. I can do everything that I want to do for myself. Yet, the foundation of our community are our schools. Here, right in Peoria, 13,000 students walk the halls of 27 buildings throughout the city. Yet, hoping that, and they can't buy a lottery ticket yet, so of course they have to be in school every day to sit and get the education that they need, and yet they lack some of the resources. I was sitting and I was reading, and I had a cup of coffee, and I have two beautiful daughters at home, one that's 5 months and one that's 2 years, and I look at them every day, and I realize you got to go to school and you got to get an education, and that's what I expect from you, being an educator and my wife being an educator. And then I realized that there's some challenges that they're going to face. And when we look at our current reality, that there are some schools and school districts that aren't going to open due to the state budget, which is in great shape, we start to realize that there are resources that are going to be continuously pulled. There is enough money in our society to be able to fund education. It's just intentionally putting the dollars where they need to go. Understanding that our foundation is crumbling because of the lack of resources. We have heroes in our classrooms every day. We have heroes that walk the halls to make sure that students are to class on time. We have parents that are making sure that their students get to school. We have school buses that run. We have crossing guards that stand on the corners to make sure that they can make it to school safely. And many of them realize that there is more that can be done. There's more that can be done, not just opening up a checkbook and just pouring into a school, which would be great. It's not just standing and looking out your window at the students as they wait on the school bus, but realizing that you too can make a difference. You too can invest in their education. The lottery tickets are investing in your life because they can change your life forever. But being a volunteer, walking into a school building, calling a school and say, how can I help? Investing in our youth, investing in the foundation of our community is what's important. It takes the value of a lottery ticket. It takes the value of understanding that our students do matter. They are going to be the return of your investment. Dr. King once said that everybody can be great. Everybody, anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree. Your subject and your verb don't have to agree. But being able to serve, being able to be a body in a school, being able to be a body within your community to help young people understand that I'm going to give, not because I get paid to give, but because I want to give. You have to have a heart full of grace, a passion, a love for your community to make it better than what it is. I was having a conversation with my seniors. Quest is getting ready to graduate 39 seniors on May 20th. This will be our first graduating class. And many of them are, yes. We are getting ready to put 39 young people onto someone's college campus, which, by the way, we did have 100% college acceptance, so that's a plus. Yes. One of the students came into my office and he sat down and he said, Mr. Belin, I got a problem. I said, what's the problem? He says, I haven't finished my community service hours. Graduation's on May 20th. You know that, right? Yes, I know. But I was struggling. I said, what are you struggling with? I said, there's so much to do here in this community. He said, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of volunteering? Can I just go out in the backfield and pick up the trash? I said, yeah, that would be great. But there's a true meaning to volunteering. When I was at Bradley, I told my student this story. I said, when I was at Bradley, I came down in 2005 and got involved. I could have stayed in the bubble of Bradley and right on the campus, and I decided I wanted to get out into the community. Came down and volunteered at Loaves and Fish on one Saturday, and my eyes were forever opened. They were forever open to understanding that there are people that need us every day. I am blessed to have what I have. I could be without anything. I tell my students that every day you walk in this building, you are very fortunate to have the lights on. You are very fortunate to have able bodies to stand in front of you to deliver the education that you need to take you to that next level. I said, you're getting ready to graduate and you're getting ready to go to a 4-year college or university, and you need to understand the meaning of being able to give back. So doing those mandatory 40 hours of community service is important. It's getting out into the community. It's not just doing something for the sake of doing something. It's for the sake of making your community what it needs to be. And so he looked at me and said, yeah, okay, I'm on board. I said, well, you still got 40 hours left to do, and you graduate on May 20th, so I need you to step your game up. I said, what can I do to help? He says, I want to do something that'll change someone's life. That's a very bold statement. I said, one thing you can do to change somebody's life is to get out there and be the change that you want to see. It's getting out and understanding that what you do can affect somebody else's life. That lottery ticket can change your life forever. Volunteering can change one person's life forever. It's developing a lasting impression, a stamp on their life, and realizing and believing that someone poured into me, and so it's time for me to pour into them. So my student, he stood up, he left my office, he said, okay, Mr. Belin, I got you. I'm going to get these 40 hours done because I need to, but it's not just because I need to, it's because I want to. Have a volunteer that comes into our building every day. And I stopped him in the hallway and I said, you are here every day. You don't get paid. You sit with students all day. You help them with math. You help them with social studies. You help them with real life problems. I said, why do you do it? Somebody has to. And I said, yeah, we got teachers. He said, yeah, and you all are obligated to give results. He has the autonomy. He said, I have the autonomy to be able to do, to say, to move throughout the classrooms and be able to help students with wherever they need. I can sit down with them and hold a hand out and be able to pull them up. If I need to step out because a student's not having a good day just so I can sit and talk with them, that's what they need. It's me pouring back into the community. It's me pouring back into the foundation. And I thank him every single day because he does something that I'm not able to do. If I can clone myself 253 times, I would be able to touch every student's life every single day on a personal level. But I can't. It's only one of me. It's only 17 of my teachers. It's only 10 of my support staff. So we need you. It's not just the schools that need you, it's the community that needs you. You know, I'll admit, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and I had to actually do 100 hours of community service. And I did a lot. I went out, I picked up some trash, just kind of did some of the little things that weren't necessarily meaningful. I can't really think back, and that was only 10 years ago. I can't really think back to one volunteer opportunity that I actually participated in, and I said, oh, I really got something out of this. Because I didn't understand what it meant to get out into my community to volunteer. I didn't. But I came down to Peoria, and when you think of Chicago, you just think of the hustle and the bustle, the wind, the weather, the snow, the rain, that all happens in one day. And then I came to Peoria, and I realized that a community that is this big is this powerful. And it's this powerful because of the people that invest their time. There are so many great organizations here in Peoria. Amazing organizations. The Children's Home, the United Way, just to name a couple. They are changing lives. They are in the trenches with those that need the help, with those that need the bodies. My goal is to not just walk into my office every day to educate students, but to educate students on what it means to give, what it means to give back. It's not a dollar amount. It's not graduating and going to college, getting a degree and saying, well, I got money now. Now I can give back. Now I can give and donate and do this and that. Donate your time. Donate you as a person. Because I guarantee you can change one life. I have a building of 253 kids that are waiting for me, one, to come back. But every day I walk in with a new assignment. And the new assignment is whatever comes into my office. I need your help. I need the resources. I need the resources to be able to wrap our arms around our youth, to wrap our arms around the foundation of our community, to take them to the next level so that they can pour back into our community and give, and we can create this chain. That's the true meaning of volunteering. That's the true meaning. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day.